Hi friends, today we have to discuss the breakdown in solid dielectrics in practice. There are certain types of breakdown which do not comes under the intrinsic breakdown or thermal breakdown, but actually occurs after the prolonged operation. These are some examples of breakdown due to tracking, in which the dry conducting tracks are formed on the surface of the insulation. These tracks acts as a conducting path on the insulator surface, leading to the gradual breakdown along the surface of the insulator. Another type of breakdown in this category, that is electromechanical breakdown caused by the chemical transformation such as electrolysis, formation of ozone, etc. In addition, failure also occurs due to the partial discharge which are brought about in the air pocket inside the insulation. This type of breakdown of solid dielectrics in practice is very important in the impregnated paper insulation used in the high voltage cables. Then we have to discuss related to the breakdown of solid dielectric. In that first point, that is chemical and electrochemical deterioration and breakdown. In the presence of air and other gases, some dielectric material undergoes chemical changes when subjected to continuous electrical stress. Some of the important chemical reaction that occurs are, first one is the oxidation. In the presence of air or oxygen, materials such as rubber, polyethanol undergoes oxidation, gives rise to surface crack. Then second one is the hydrolysis. When moisture or water vapor is present on the surface of solid dielectric, hydrolysis occurs and the material lose their electrical and mechanical properties. Electrical properties of materials such as paper, cotton tape and other cellulose material deteriorate very rapidly due to hydrolysis. Plastic like as polyethylene undergo changes and their service life considerably reduces. One is the chemical action. Even in the absence of electric field, progressive chemical degradation of insulating material can occur due to the variety of processes such as chemical instability at high temperature, oxidation, cracking in the presence of air and ozone, hydrolysis due to moisture and heat. Since different insulating material comes into contact with each other in many practical apparatus, chemical reaction occurs between these various material leading to the reduction in electrical and mechanical strength and resulting in the failure. The effect of electrochemical and chemical deterioration could be minimized by carefully studying and examining the material. High soda content glass insulation should be avoided in moist and damp condition, because sodium being a very mobile and leaches to the surface, giving rise to the formation of strong alkali which will cause deterioration. It is observed that this type of material will lose its mechanical strength within 24 hours when it is exposed to the atmosphere having 100% relatively humidity at 70 degree Celsius. In paper insulation, even if partial discharge are prevented completely, breakdown of solid dielectrics in practices can occur due to chemical degradation. The chemical and electrochemical degradation increases very rapidly with temperature, and hence high temperature should be avoided. Then we have to discuss related to the breakdown due to treeing and tracking. A polymer insulation are widely used for many engineering applications. They are tough, light in weight and possesses excellent dielectric property. Because of that, it should be used. When a solid dielectric subjected to the electrical stresses for long time fails, normally two kinds of visible markings are observed on the dielectric material. They are, first one is the presence of conducting path across the surface of the insulation, and second one is the mechanism whereby leakage current passes through the conducting path. The spreading of spark channel during tracking in the form of branches, we have to shown in the image also, of tree is called as tree. The tracking is the formation of continuous conducting path across the surface of the insulation, mainly due to the surface erosion under voltage application. While in use, the insulator progressively gets coated with the moisture that causes increased conduction, leading to the formation of surface tracks. For better understanding, we have to take one example, that consider a solid dielectric having conducting path and two electrodes on its surface. In practice, the conducting film very often is formed due to the moisture. On application of voltage, the film starting conducting, resulting in generation of heat, and the surface starts being dry. The conducting film becomes separates due to the drying. So sparks are drawn, damage the dielectric surface. With organic insulating materials such as paper and bakelite, the dielectric carbonized at the region of spark, and the carbonized region acts as a permanent conducting channel, resulting in increased stress over the rest of the region. This is the cumulative process, and insulation failure occurs when carbonized tracks breach the distance between the electrode. This phenomenon is called as tracking, is commonly between the layer of bakelite, paper and similar dielectric built of laminates. On other hand, treeing occurs due to the erosion of the material at the tip of the spark. Erosion results in the rubbingness of the surface, hence become a source of dirty and contamination. This causes increased conductivity, resulting either in the formation of a conducting path bridging the electrode or in the mechanical failure of the dielectric. When the dielectric material lies between the two electrodes, as shown in the last figure, there is possibility for two different dielectric media, for example air and the dielectric to become in series. The voltage across the two medias are shown in figure. V1 across the air gap and V2 across the dielectric, already we have to discuss. V1 across the air gap and V2 across the dielectric, and the voltage V1 across the air gap is given by V1 is equal to V into D1 divided by D1 plus epsilon 1 divided by epsilon 2 into dt. Here V is the applied voltage. Since epsilon 2 is greater than epsilon 1, most of the voltage appears across the D1 in the air gap, and sparking will occur in the air gap, and the charge accumulation takes place on the surface of the insulation. And we have to discuss the next one, that is breakdown due to the internal discharge. For that, solid insulating material used in the various applications. Let us consider the dielectric between the two conductors as shown in figure. If we divide the insulation into three parts, then an electric network of C1, C2 and C3 can be formed as shown in figure. Then C1 represents the capacitance of the void or cavity, C2 represents the capacitance of the dielectric which is in series with the void, and C3 is the capacitance of the rest of the dielectric. When the applied voltage V is applied, the voltage across the void V1 is given as the equation of V1 is equal to V into D1 divided by D1 plus epsilon naught divided by epsilon 1 into D2, where D1 and D2 are the thickness of the void and the dielectric respectively, having permittivity epsilon naught and epsilon 1. Usually that is D1 is less than D2. If we assume that cavity is filled with the gas, then V1 it will be given by V into epsilon r into D1 divided by D2, and epsilon r is the relative permittivity of the dielectric. When a voltage V is applied, V1 reaches the breakdown strength of the medium in the cavity and the breakdown occurs, then Vi it is called as a discharge inspection voltage, and when the applied voltage is AC, breakdown occurs, both the half cycle and the number of discharges will depend on the applied voltage. The voltage and the discharge current waveform will be we have to shown in the image. When the first breakdown occurs across the cavity, the voltage across it becomes 0. When once the voltage V1 becomes 0, the spark gets extinguished and again the voltage rises till breakdown occurs again. This process repeats again and again, and the current pulses will be shown here. Current pulses will be obtained in the both the positive and negative half cycle. These internal discharges will have same effect as treeing on the insulation. When the breakdown occurs in the void, electrons and positive ions are formed. Also in each discharge there will be some heat dissipation in the cavities, and this will be carbonize the surface of the void and will cause erosion of the material, and channel and pits formed on the cavity surface increases the conduction, and chemical degradation may also occurs as a result of the active discharge product forms during the breakdown. This is the breakdown due to the internal discharges. Thank you friend. Here we have to discuss the various breakdown because of the various causes occurs in the solid dielectrics. Thank you.